father and your mother, obey your parents, simply to mean love your parents. Just love your parents. I got this illustration somewhere. I don't know who did it, but I only wanted to use it this evening. On the left side, maybe can you give me this other microphone? On the left side, that one sitting down is the father. And he is carrying a baby. That father, he is carrying that child because he is strong. He has good health. Possibly he has even a job. And therefore, he is happy to take care of his baby. And he provides for this baby. As we can look at him, the baby himself is healthier, like the father himself, because the father is strong. Father is okay. He has means to take care of his child. Now on the other side, this right side, the thing is that one who is sitting, the more he was growing, then his strength was also going off. Until himself he becomes like a baby. And then, now, this one who was a baby, a small child, he is the one now taking care of whom? Yeah. So God has made it in such a way that when our parents are strong and they have good health, they take care of us as children. Because as children, especially babies, we are not strong. We cannot take care of ourselves. We need someone to make us go sleep, to make us eat, to do this and that and that. Parents, they do all that because we cannot do for ourselves. And even now, maybe some of us here, parents are still providing. They are paying school fees, they are paying shoes, they are paying this, they are providing. And why are they doing all that? Because of love, but also because they are still strong. But God has made it in such a way that in this context of sin, after sin has entered in this world, you are strong today. You are a parent, you are a father, you are a mother, you are strong today, but age itself is enough to eat you up, to just finish you. Slowly, 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 you find yourself, knees are losing, the back and so on, until you who one day you were strong, you are becoming like what? Like a baby. And so when you are becoming a baby, almost, the child who was a former baby, he is now becoming strong. And therefore, that one who has become strong must also take care now of the grown-up baby, the father or the mother, the parents. In these writings of Ellen White, in this what is called manuscript releases, volume 13, there is something I want us to look at carefully. Like this first quotation is there, children respect and reverence their parents. Children should respect and reverence their parents. Children are to treat their parents how? Respectfully, to kindly care for them when they have ability and what? An opportunity. When children, you have opportunity and ability. Remember to respect your parents and take care of them. It's so strange that this we can observe in the society. Parents, they have almost done all what they could do to make you grow, to study until you get even your family. Then you keep on growing and you grab opportunities here and there. Possibly you have a good job, good house, and let's say good life. And then you simply forget completely your parents. Those who have opened up the way for you. But here is what the servant of the Lord is telling us. Children, the way to show that you love your parents, because love must be practical. When the Lord gives you opportunity, when the Lord gives you means, don't forget your parents. Because the thing is that they took care of you when you were not strong, when you were weak. And at a time, they will start also to decrease in their strength, and they will need your support. God requires. This is God requiring. God requires children to care for their parents when the parents are what? Are unable to care for themselves. There is a time, whether you like it or not, whether you even have money or not, age itself will do its job to just finish you. You just go, maybe you are not even sick, but the strength will do what? We just give up. It will just go. And now that will be the time to look at that illustration. It will be the time now for you as a child to do what? To take care now of that baby who is your maybe father or mother. God requires children to care for their parents when the parents are unable to care for themselves. Now take note of this. There is a record kept in the books of heaven of the crime of neglecting parents. Some people on this earth, they really neglect their parents. You are sleeping in a nice bed, you are getting nice food, and your parents are hidden somewhere there with rats and no, that should not happen, especially for people who have gone through a school like this one, Baraton University. No, there is a record being kept there in heaven for those children who are neglecting their parents, and that is being considered as a crime. While your father and mother live, when they're still alive, at a time you may not have them. Like me here now, I don't have my biological father. How I wish he could be there and see what the Lord has done for what he has started. When you still have them, thank God. But even if they are no more there and God has given you other parents to continue taking care of you, remember to take care of them. While your father and mother live, it should be your constant study to bring cheerfulness and sunshine into their lives. You should smooth the pathway to what? To grave. Because in the natural way, fathers should go ahead of the children, even though it's not always like that. And so, children must smooth that way by making the life of their parents a cheerfulness one. This conduct toward parents would recommend you to the world and will recommend you to heaven as a child that obeys the divine precepts. And one of the key precepts on which we are putting our focus is that commandment number 5, honor your father, and which the Apostle Paul puts it in another way: children, obey your parents. Children should remember, they should remember this, that aged parents have but little joy and comfort at best, and they should not through neglect and indifference heap sorrow upon sorrow on their parents' hearts. You know, there are parents who even now, you know, in some culture, they do this. Do you know that sign? Yeah, when a mother can do this, it's like saying, God, why did you give me such a child? It could have been better for me. A parent, especially mother, if she does that, it means she has gone beyond. At a time, she may even say, maybe it's better for me to die and not have such a child. Some have gone even to the extent of, beating their parents. But we should not do that. No, we must love them. Those who don't respect and do what? My fellow brothers and sisters, are we there? Those who do not respect and love their parents will never reverence the God of heaven. They will never be deemed worthy of a place in where? In new earth. If someone could ask us here who would like to go to hell, maybe candidates will not be here. We want to go to that new kingdom, new earth. But here is something to take note of. Those who don't respect or love their parents, they are not worthy to be found there in that new earth which God is bringing very soon. Now, parents, when they are growing, they are becoming more aged, their physical appearance can change. It can change because of a lot of things. Maybe the weight of the age itself, maybe because of an accident when that parent, that mother, that father was trying to go search for something for you, the child. Then maybe she or he got an accident, or maybe he became sick because he was trying to find a way to help you. And then at a time, the physical appearance itself changes. And some children, they are like this one, I wish my parents could look like this. Now, what kind of parents must be loved? Not only the physical appearance can change, but there are also some parents, maybe you are a Christian, and then they are not Christian. Let's say you are a believer, they are not believers. But also some have gone through trauma, some dysfunctional kind of way of living. They are drunkards or rude, somehow complex, at the point that even some may even start saying this one is a sorcerer or what. Now, what type of parents must children love? The obligation to care for the mother. Here she is insisting on mother, but we can also put father. The obligation to care for the mother is the same whether she is a believer or an unbeliever, agreeable or disagreeable. No one chooses. You cannot make a request and say, make me be born. I even don't know how to conjugate that one. You cannot decide who will be your parents. No. Those are some of the things you don't have a choice. God gives them to you as they are, and now you have that obligation to do what? To love them, to care for them materially and in all other ways, to make sure as they are growing old, then you prepare, you smooth the way for them to sleep. And when you do that, then heaven will say, yes, you have obeyed God's principles. Most of this congregation is made of young people. You may have your biological parents still alive or not, but you have people whom you consider to be your parents. When you finish your degrees here, up to maybe doctoral degree, will you still think, will you still have your parents on your mind? Maybe one day when you have that car, that house, that wife, that husband, that job, that whatever is good, will you enjoy having all that joy, all those good things, when your own parents are in misery? Because even now, we can find illustrations, clear physical one. Some people who are in heavy stuff somewhere there, and their parents are like they have been dumped somewhere there. No. That is not love. This is what we have studied throughout the week, is one dimension. Going hand in hand, I love you, and this one, okay, we love each other. That is also part of it. But there is another dimension, which is that the way we take care of our fellow human beings, that shows if really we have genuine love, especially our parents, and particularly when they are growing, when they are becoming more and more what? Yeah, aged. May Jesus, the master teacher, May He really help us to understand this. How I wish, all young people who are here, that you will take this seriously. You know what? At a time, what you do to your parents, maybe your children will even do it to you. Because your children will see the way you are treating your parents, and they can duplicate that one in one way or another. That's why we need to be careful when we are talking about this theme of love. Even us who are parents with little children like this one, if father, you are mistreating mother, and this one are watching, they may do the same. And you will be the source of that. How I wish our young people here, you take this seriously and say, Lord, from this time on, when you will give me an opportunity, don't wait that when you will buy a car. No, even from now, make the life of your parents joyful. Make it easy for them. They are struggling for you. But you can also make a commitment that, Lord, when you will give me an opportunity, when you will give me means, I will do my best to make sure I take care of my parents. I will not just dump them somewhere there. No. And if among us, maybe some have parents and they are already working, let us think about our parents. Let us think about our parents. I still have my mother. She doesn't know how to read, how to write, but is so astonished that she can use the telephone. She used to call me even when I'm here. And I don't know how she does it. But when I think of it, how a mother who did not go to school, but he made me just move, study, and earn a doctoral degree. So who is greater than who? Someone who never studied gives you a doctoral degree. Do we get that? If there are people here who maybe are mistreating their parents because they don't look nice physically, they better change their mindset now. Because God is saying, those doing that, there is a record being kept there, which will stand the day of the judgment. If there are people here who are mistreating their parents and they want to say, Lord, help me to change my mind and take the right direction, then God can hear that prayer. And even right now, if it's possible, when we will go out, you can, for the first time, call your father or your mother and say, Mother, today I'm happy to call you to greet you. That will be even enough than bringing money to her or to him. Say, oh, today my daughter is calling me. My son, what has happened? She can even get a stroke, you know. What is that? But later on, she gets strength, and maybe you have added 1 week to her life. She may even go around and say, you know what, my daughter has called me today. My son is in Baraton there. Today he called me. Only that, he called me. He called me. And it's so interesting with these aged people. They don't need the computers like this, projector. What will she do with a projector? the heavy telephone. Last time I was calling my mother, and then someone gave to her another phone with WhatsApp, and we took enough time. Then she said, "Why today it took long?" I said, "That is WhatsApp." She said, "Oh, why can't you buy also for me that one?" She thought WhatsApp is it's another phone, something. And I said, "Okay, wait, I will find a way to get it for you." Children, love your parents, especially when they are becoming more aged. I want us to reread, and then we close. We reread these statements. Children should respect and reverence their parents. They are to treat their parents respectfully, to kindly care for them when they have ability and opportunity. God requires the children to care for their parents when the parents are unable to care for themselves. There is a record kept in the books of heaven of the crime of neglecting parents. While your father and mother live, it should be your constant study to bring cheerfulness and sunshine into their lives. You should smooth their pathway to the grave. This conduct toward parents would recommend you to the world and will recommend you to heaven as a child that obeys the divine precepts. Children should remember that aged parents have but little joy and comfort at best, and they should not, through neglect and indifference, heap sorrow upon sorrow on their parents' hearts. Those who do not respect and love their parents will never reverence the God of heaven, never be deemed worthy of a place in the new earth. The obligation to care for the mother is the same whether she is a believer or unbeliever, agreeable or disagreeable. Only Jesus can help us to fulfill this. And the Apostle Paul said, "I can do everything through who does what?" Yes, those who would like to make a commitment this evening, saying, "God, strengthen me. I will continue to take care of my parents," or "I will start from now." They can stand, then we'll pray. Creator of the universe, we call you our Father, and we are your children. You have given us human parents. We pray that you give us strength when you provide opportunities and means for us. Help us to take care of our parents, especially the aged one. I pray this evening that you bless each one in this church who is taking care of his parents. And those who have not yet started, oh Father, help them to start now, today. In the name of Jesus we have prayed. Amen.